The New South Wales Liberal Party, Richard Shields, has refused to quit over the local election paperwork blunder. This has just come in now, Ben. Now, what's interesting about this story, a bit of context for you, why on earth would he be considering resigning or quitting? Well, basically, yesterday, if you didn't know, was the cut-off date for submissions for candidates that want to run in the 14th of September local elections for New South Wales. And there has been a massive bungle from the Liberal Party in New South Wales. I'll cut straight to the chase on this, guys. This is partly, factional politics between the left and right in the party, but it's also partly to do with incompetence in the party with what we're seeing. And the real challenge with this is it's left a lot of, areas without candidates from the Liberals, both left and right. I mean, Campbelltown's got no Libs at all. Penrith, a third of the wards, only, moderates went in, Conservatives didn't. Liverpool is not running an election for other reasons we'll talk about. Canterbury, Bankstown, Conservatives either not in or below the line, all left, this has completely messed the whole thing up. And to make matters worse, Lane Cove, which is a predominantly conservative, a bunch of Liberal members, people a bit like Senator Alex Antic and Rennick, they completely had the mayorship under them, and they kicked the mayor out. They basically didn't pre-select him. They got some staffer to jump in as the candidate, which we're going to listen to in a sec. 2GB Ben's Fordham has been covering this very, very, very well. Ben's been right onto it. I don't know who's writing his material, but it's really excellent, and he's got his finger on the pulse. And what we're seeing in this particular area is the mayor may not even actually run. He may actually get someone else to run in... the mayor will not run under the Liberal Party. He might run as an independent. This is from Ben Fordham and a bit of what the conversation sounded like.
IDL 05.
There you go. Play them a free ad. There you go.
I think it's an understatement to say the New South Wales Liberal Party is in trouble. Dozens of Liberal candidates will not feature in local council elections, which are coming up next month. And it's all due to a catastrophic stuff-up at Liberal HQ. Executives missed the deadline to nominate candidates. And this is for some of the biggest council areas in New South Wales. Richard Shields, the state director, has apologised. He's blaming limited resources. But as we revealed earlier, the New South Wales Liberal leader in New South Wales, Mark Speakman, has told him to resign, and he's spoken to Peter Dutton about it as well. So I would suspect that Richard Shields has only got hours left in this job. I'd say he'll pull the pin today. He'll have to. We have contacted him and offered him the chance to tell his side of the story on air this morning. And because of this stuff-up, it means that councils like the Northern Beaches and Camden and Lane Cove will be without a Liberal candidate. But that's not the only drama engulfing the Liberals in Lane Cove. Scott Bennison has been the mayor for 2 terms. He's been a councillor for almost 2 decades. And he feels betrayed because before yesterday's nomination stuff-up, Scott Bennison, a Liberal, was kicked off the Liberal Party ticket. Instead, the Libs have endorsed a 22-year-old who works for the local member. Locals don't understand how a highly qualified councillor and mayor could be knocked off by a 22-year-old political staffer. So Scott Bennison has decided to take action, and he joins us in the studio right now, the Mayor of Lane Cove, Scott Bennison. Good morning to you, Scott.
Good morning, Ben, and good morning to your listeners.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming in. You've got some news to share with everyone straight away.
Yes. I'd just like to publicly announce that I quit the party, and I'm just sick of all the rubbish that happens, the factional rubbish that happens within the party.
You're no longer a Liberal?
I'm no longer a Liberal.
How long have you been in the party?
Since 2007.
How long have you been supporting the party? Probably even longer than that.
Probably just prior to that, but when I became a councillor in 2007, I became a member in 2007. I was first elected to Lane Cove Council as an endorsed Liberal from 2008 and have been that since up until about 2 days ago.
Sometimes when we hear from people that, I'm going to quit the party, I'm going to quit the Libs, I'm going to quit the Nats, I'm going to quit the Labor Party or the Greens, people don't follow through with it. You've already done it, right? I've already done it 2 days ago. So what's the process involved in quitting?
Send an email to head office and just say I want to resign from my membership as the party. That's it.
What's your reason for doing so?
Well, my main reason is that, as you pointed out, I was, I suppose, rolled at the pre-selection and put And after all this time on council and supporting my residents, I was replaced by a staffer. And the reason I did this too was because the community, knowing that, came to me and said, "We want you to run as an independent." So I had to think about it, and so I decided to resign from the party and take the next steps.
The 22-year-old staffer who's been picked, he works for Anthony Roberts, a qualified young man, I'm guessing, or?
Not sure. I mean, I still think he's at uni, but I think that's pretty much been his only career or job or life experience.
Working for Anthony Roberts?
Yes.
And so who would have been responsible for rolling you?
I would say the local party factions.
Okay. Would Anthony Roberts have been involved?
I thought he would. I would think that he would have known about it, yes.
The Liberal Party President Don Harwood in New South Wales?
Not too sure about him. He's probably in the wrong faction.
Okay. Richard Shields?
Probably not him.
Okay. But they made the decision to get rid of someone who has been the mayor, a Liberal mayor, and replace you with a 22-year-old.
That's correct.
So you're now the independent mayor of Lane Cove.
That's correct. I'm here. I'm announcing I'm now an independent mayor of Lane Cove. I resigned from the party 2 days ago. I had to do it to put my nomination in for my group, and our group, which is actually a group of accountants, has been endorsed by the AEC.
Anyway, guys, this goes on, and Ben's done a really phenomenal job. Now, with this particular topic, one of the really heartbreaking things about all of this, and one of the strategies around all of this, is this has completely left the Conservatives in New South